mean, there's still a lot of very hard questions to resolve. I mean, I'm here full of ideas and determination. I'm going to give it the very best try I possibly can. But there are difficult questions to resolve, and I think the most difficult thing is to make sure that the principles are clearly agreed and then very, very clearly expressed. And the trouble with this situation, as you will know after long experience of it, is that words matter. Every word matters. So it's very hard. I don't want to mislead people by saying anything else, but I think and I hope there's plenty of goodwill there, provided we can agree the principles and express them clearly. Well, obviously, shock and horror, as ever. And this is precisely why it's so important that we carry on with the work that we're doing, because the people here deserve a better future than a life of bloodshed and murder and disharmony. Thanks very much indeed.
We want to do business with the Unionists. We want to extend the hand of friendship with them and to them, but it has to be on the basis of equality. We have rights, and those who we represent are not going to settle for any less, and our entitlement in the nationalist position is very, very modest, and the positions we're putting are absolutely legitimate.
So no matter what happens at these talks, there is not going to be peace, there is going to be war. And of course, that is not my assessment only, that's the assessment of the Chief Constable. That's what the Chief Constable has plainly told us.
Folks, if you could just please, and could I ask?
I still remain convinced, primarily because of the effort and the determination that the parties are putting in today, that seriously possible to find an agreement by the end of tomorrow, by tomorrow night's deadline. As I'm sure others have said to you, no one should underestimate the difficulty of the decisions that are still to be taken, but equally you shouldn't underestimate the determination not only of your desire to go home, but the desire of the parties in there to find an accommodation.
I'm not here because the Prime Minister is here. I made it clear I would not be.
I'm trying to maneuver my way through this way.
Keep back, please.
Mind the ground. Keep back, please. Oh, God. Sorry, just got the delegation. No.
There are considerable difficulties ahead, and I can't, and I'm not getting into the area of predictions in this, because I don't want to send the wrong signals, whatever they might be, to people.
Come from and are deeply rooted in a democratic.
I think with regard to the personalities you mentioned, the big question is, will they accept partition? Will they enter a Northern Ireland Assembly? Will they say to the people of Ireland that the war is over, that they're going to accept the democratic path and start to deal with all the consequences of the violence that they've been part of for the last 25 years?